Oh, y'all, rise and shine. I gotta admit, I'm a little late. I was doing with some kids stuff, so it's a little later than I normally would like to do this rise and shine video. But it's all still important that we get moving if we don't even want to get moving. I'm going to talk about one thing real quick. I just read an article on the web that said meditation actually builds up your immunity system. Duh. I know that. I've been doing it for years, but I hope I can get you all doing it too. So there's a huge medical study just came out, said meditation actually improves your immunity along with your state of mind, which we know already. But today, let's get started with some music. But I want to give y'all a chance to get your own music. So I'm going to play like a mellow song to begin with. And then maybe y'all can get your song going. And then we can dance together on my song that I pick. So I'll give you like 3 minutes to go through your playlist, whatever, get what you're going, and then loosen up a little bit. I always feel it's better to loosen up dancing than like they tell you to get on a bike or a treadmill. It's a lot more fun to get your muscles loose so we can start stretching. And then a little core work, and then some strength stuff, and smash and all the stuff we talked about did yesterday. And then we'll get into meditation and the story. I don't know what's going to go on the daily meditation, but I'm looking forward to seeing it. So let's get to it, y'all. So we're going to start off with this while y'all go. I'm going to start kind of loosen up a little bit while you go find the song you want to get busy to and boogie down.
You've been trying, but the fight never goes away. And you don't know when the sun will shine again. All you gotta do is look my way. If you got a problem, I got a problem too. If you're standing at the bottom, I'll reach out for
y'all. I hope y'all got your song picked out to boogie down a little bit before we get into the rest of the routine. That song's a new one you just heard. Many people have heard. It's an amazing song. I love the message in it. You know, you got a problem, I got a problem too. The woman who's seen it is Joy Olin. I can't even pronounce her last name, but it's Olatunji. D-O-K-U-N. If you got a problem, a great song, great message in this world we live in today. So I hope y'all got your song picked out. I got one picked out today, going a little old school here for the warm-up dance. Let's see if we can get this baby going. Here we go right here. I'm a little slow. I was on my playlist. Set it all up. There we go. All right, here we go. See if you recognize this from back in the day. Up, 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 up. No wonder I'm not finding it. I picked the wrong thing. Not my Sonios. Here we go.
New Cupid, Time for a change. New style, down, do you dare? We got a brand new day. Do you dare? 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 They say I'm a rapper, and I say no. They say what you doing, trying to do somebody go. I just let the music come from my soul, so all of my people can stay on the floor. They got a brand new dance. You gotta move your muscle. Brand new dance. It's called a Cupid shuffle. It don't matter if you're young or you're old. Here we go. We gon' show you how it goes. To the right, to the right, to the right, to the right, to the left, to the left, to the left, to the left. Now kick, now kick, now kick, now kick. Now walk it by yourself. Now walk it by yourself. Down, down, do you dare? Do you dare? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Do you dare? Do you dare? Let me see you do the Cupid. Do you dare? Do you dare? Do you dare? Oh yeah, yeah. Let me see you do the Cupid. Do you do the shuffle, baby? Yeah. Do you dare? Do you dare? Do you dare? To the right, to the right, to the right, to the right, to the left, to the left, to the left, to the left. Now kick, now kick, now kick, now kick. Now walk it by yourself. Now walk it by yourself. To the right, to the right, to the right, to the right, to the left, to the left, to the left, to the left. Now kick, now kick, now kick, now kick. Now walk it by yourself. Now walk it by yourself. Now you see what I'm talking about. Oh, I represent for the dirty South, where we're known for swinging out. King of swing out, baby. I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about. Down, down, do you dare? Hey, hey, down, down, do you dare? Do you dare? Let me see you do the Cupid shuffle, the Cupid Cupid shuffle, the Cupid shuffle, the Cupid Cupid shuffle. Down, down, do you dare? Do you dare? From the boy Cupid, yeah. The king of swing out, baby. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Here we go. To the right, the right, the right, the right, the right, the left, the left, the left, the left, the left. Now kick, now kick, now come on, baby, kick. Now walk it by yourself, walk it by yourself. To the right, to the right, to the right, the right, the right, the left, to the left, to the left, the left, the left. Now kick, now kick, now kick, now kick, now walk it by yourself, walk it by yourself, and do the Cupid shuffle. Now let me see you do the Cupid shuffle. Now let me see you do the. It's your boy Cupid, C-U-P, the I-D. Mr. Fat on the track, got another hit indeed. Down, down, do you dare? Do you dare? Come on, come on. Down, down, do you dare? Do you dare? Let me see you. Do you dare? 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 Down, down, do you dare? We got a brand new dance. We got a brand new sound. We got a brand new feel. We got a brand new style, y'all.
All right, y'all. Woo! I'm tired. One song and I'm tired. That's pathetic. Woo! I'll get better. Hopefully you will too. Hopefully you got a Good song to get loose on. Taking the bridge with the roof on fire. All right, let's get to the stretching, y'all. Let's get to the part that keeps us able to move and do all that dancing stuff. All right. Woo. All right. We're going to start out what we did yesterday, which helps with our back, which is key, man. I know anybody doesn't have some kind of back problems over like 30. I picked up mine when I was like 40. So let's get to it. So we take this softball. Don't need expensive equipment. Don't need a gym to do this stuff. Just your own bedroom, living room, kitchen, garage, whatever. It's cold outside, so I sure as hell ain't doing this outside. All right. So you take the ball. You go on your back. Put one leg. Bend your knee over. Put all your weight on. Right in this part right here. Whew. Which I think is called the iliacus. Don't quote me on that. You just go back and forth. Loosen up all that tightness, those fibers misaligned, fascia, tangled and twisted like our lives are sometimes. Now straighten all that stuff, make it smooth, make it flow like the Mississippi. Back and forth. Whew. I'm going to go on the other side, do the same thing. All right. Back and forth. Back and forth. Go back over here one more time real quick. Make sure it's really flowing. Like that mighty Mississippi. It's supposed to hurt, y'all. And if softball's too hard, try something a little small, not like a Nerf football, but something with a little hardness to it, and then work your way up. Do the other side. This is going to loosen up your back. Big time. Help if you have any problems with it instead of going to surgery or getting a cortisone shot, which is just a temporary fix. This is long-term treatment, y'all. Okay? Then we take that same ball. We're going to put it on our butt. And we're basically find the places that are tight. And the ones, tight, the ones that hurt when it hits. And you get there, just kind of sit on it, vegetate on it, move around a little bit until that tightness is loosened up. Oh, man. Whew. Right. Okay. Do the same thing. Take that softball, that cross ball, man. I don't know, maybe even a tennis ball. That's pretty soft, but I'll do something at least. Tennis ball. Softball would be better. Cross ball, whatever you can find. You can find some kind of ball around your house that your father always had, or sitting in your garage. You do this. All right, so I did that pretty well. Kind of loosened up. And I'm going to go over here. I'm going to do this stretching exercise, which helps limber you up. Pull your legs out like an egg. Pull them as close as you can. Just lay back. For a count of 15 or 15 breaths, which you prefer. Breaths are longer than 15 seconds. All right, stop just a second and go back again. Just do counting instead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. If you can't pull your legs all the way up, that's understandable. It took me a while to get to that point. But if you can't, that tells you more and more that you need to be doing these exercises. If you can fold up like a damn egg, you should still keep doing it, but you really need to, like I say, if you can only go here, and then you're going to pull back again. One last time. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, here we go. All right, now the next thing we're going to do, we're going to take this leg, right or left, doesn't matter, cross it across your other leg like that. See how my foot across there like that? Then you're going to pull basically just below your knee and pull this towards your body. Don't force it. And get to a place where you feel a pull. I can already tell I'm tight because normally I can get my knee a lot closer to my chest, and I haven't got it very good yet. This is a really good one with your back. It's not, you don't think it's your back, but it really helps your back, your legs, and everything else. People ask me, how can I sit on a street corner for hours and dance and give free hugs? I go, and rarely do I get free hugs in this new pandemic, but when I do, I put on my mask, and I probably get 4 or 5 every time I go out, but I'm able to sit on there on the corner and dance for so long because I do all this stuff, even as I've gotten older. So that's, see how my leg's getting closer? I bet yours is getting closer if you're doing this. My knees, my foot's pretty much close to it, touching my chest. Okay, I'm gonna do it one more time. Another thing you can do is you can just rotate in between each one. That way you give your other one a rest, because it's good to rest between each one. This one, for some reason, it's not as tight today. And notice I have my other right hand pulling this out to get this stretch in my hips right there too. I wish there was a fun way to do this, but I haven't found it. If you know of one, let me know, and I'll be willing to do it, because I've been doing this crap for too many damn years. But it's so helpful. All right, let's do another one. All right, one on this side. This is our third one. This one really loose, man. I feel like I can go way down. Look at that. I'm feeling like a yoga master. Anything but. All right. I don't know if you can hear it, but my dog's whining downstairs, wanting me to take her on a walk. If it ain't my kids, it's my dog. All right. I hear you, Dixie. I'll be there in a bit. All right. Done that. Now do the butterfly. Like this. Good stretch here for your thighs. Good flexibility. Helps your back too. All this stuff is interrelated. I didn't really think about this stuff until your back doesn't work anymore. Then you think about it. So I don't sit up, because a lot of people will sit up and do this stretch, but you put pressure on your tailbone that way. So my amazing physical therapist I saw for years told me this. He's an Ironman triathlete, so I tend to listen to him. I think he's 52. I don't know how he pulls that off. All right, here we go. 2, one more, and then we'll move on to something else. I'm getting restless. Probably you are too, but gotta do this. All right. Next, we're going to do this stretch. Put your leg out, runner stretch, a little modified. You'll do it like this. If you're better at stretching, you'll probably do it this way. I can barely put my head down. It makes me feel better to do it the other way. So I take my leg, I put it inside. I may actually hold it here better anyway, because in the other position, I can't get in a place where I can hold it, because you never should bounce. Just trying to hold this. Man, I'm pathetically tight in my hamstrings. Okay, we're going to do that. Switch that leg, then we'll go back. Tight on this one too. Right. Did these exercises with my kids. During the pandemic, we had pandemic exercise day where each day, each family member would come up a new activity that we could do in the morning before we got up and they got on their Zoom. And I always picked strength, sometimes inline skating around the kitchen, but strength and stretching. And they always hated this. They like, go 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I'm done, Dad. Okay, I'm done, Dad. But it's hard to convince a 12-year-old, 11-year-old at the time that this is good for them. I was the same way. I never stretched. And they're way flexible anyway. What's the point of them doing it? But mainly did it for me and my wife. It's a little more flexible on this side now. I got one more. Come on, I went somewhere else. Guess that's what's happened when you're ADHD. You won't take medication. All right, here we go. All right, the next thing we're gonna do, we'll take, if you don't have one of these, you can get these on Amazon. They're like next to nothing. The problem is when you put your knee on the ground, even in this yoga mat, it hurts because you're going to be pushing on it hard, so you want some padding. I'm kind of wimpy, so I got a really thick one. You're going to put your knee on this, like this. This is going to stretch your hip flexors. So you're going to put one foot down, one foot out. If you have to balance yourself on stuff, that's fine. But actually, a good balance, it helps you to balance too, because you kind of have to balance a little bit. You try to tuck your tailbone in and hold that for about 15 seconds. This stretches here and here, hip flexors, all related to your back. Like I told you, I was basically bedridden for a long time until I started doing all these things relentlessly for years. All right, I go here, do it this side. Alright, switch back again. You can actually, I was telling you, you can use a pillow instead of something like this too. If you like double up a pillow, this works. I actually take this thing with me everywhere. Even when I get on a plane, I'll put it in my suitcase, all this equipment. Alright, I think I'll just do 2. I'm feeling pretty loose here. So I'm only gonna do 2 and then I'm gonna move on to the next thing. All right, now we're going to do, those were called the smashing exercise. First we did some stretching, then we did first we did some smashing with this ball on here and on our butt. Then we did some stretching. Now we're going to do another smashing exercise with this thing I call the bear trap. It's really good for loosening up fibers in your legs, giving you longevity in your bones and muscles to do the things you want to do. You need to get one of these things. It's called a roll recovery. They got it on Amazon. I highly recommend this thing. It's helped me out a lot. In this leg, I actually tore my calf muscle, and this helped in that rehab process of me trying to act like I was 18 again. I tore it. I still do that. Still do stuff I shouldn't do at my age. Oh, I gotta live, man. And you go up here, get in here. The harder you do it, I mean, it's gonna hurt. The better it is. It's gonna loosen up those legs. It's kind of like the rollers you see. All right, the other leg. All right. Back up in here, turn around. All right, that's taken care of. Now we're going to do a strengthening core exercise. Core is key for the back. Just a simple bridge. You're gonna sit with your feet down, lift up to a bridge, hold your leg out, just lower your body down and try to do as many as you can. I try to do a count 30. Just do as many as you can. If you can't do 30, just do what you can, but do it till it hurts. So no pain, no gain. That's true in this. There's good pain and the bad pain. Like there's pain in everything. Get through it. To get to the good stuff. That's what I'm hoping happens eventually with my divorce. Get through this pain, get to the good stuff. Put my hand on my stomach, make sure my abs are engaged the whole time. Okay. Just basically do it until it starts really hurting and then do it a couple more. Do the other side, stretch your other leg out, bridge, go up and down. I don't know where I'd be if I didn't have these exercises. Now we're going to do another stretching exercise in between that core work. It's easy on your back to do these ones. There are a lot of sit up and stuff you do, put a lot of strain on your back, on your neck. So this thing is going to help flexibility with your arms. Keep flexibility in your arms and your back and help your posture. So find a wall. It's a pretty good wall for me. Try to get your back as flat as you can again. Some of you may have no problem with this at all, but it helps, I promise. Try to get your legs down to the floor. If you can't, then move your butt out a little bit from the wall, and then you can do it. And then as they get looser, you can move back. See, mine are kind of tight. I'm not able to do it yet. I've got probably like 4 inches, 3 inches. And I move back to where like I had none, like ½ inch, closest I can possibly get to it. Just gonna stretch that, hold it. And while you're doing that, you put your arms out like this. Because I can see myself if I'm doing it right, how bad my flexibility is. And you hold them like this, and you can get this stretch right here, all through in your arms and everything. It's really good. You're gonna go in, kind of like you're doing a pec deck work. Hold on there for a second. Come back, feel that stretch in your back and your shoulders. Might even feel in your neck. Really good. Now this one's really painful for me. You're gonna take your hand up like you're putting your hand back up in 4th grade class when you think you know the answer to the question. I rarely had my hand up because I didn't know much when I was in school. I was always just trying to hide my head. You put your hand up as high as you can, stretch up towards the ceiling as high as you possibly can, and hold it there. I kind of use this hand, it helps me. But you get this stretch right here in your back because this flexibility goes away as you get older. It goes away, and this way you keep it. It's key. So you hold that for a little bit, and here go the other arm. Do the same thing, stretch it up, go, oh, oh, oh. Remember Horseshack from Welcome Back, Kotter. I'm going to date myself here. He always raised his hand like this. Okay, go the other side, back again. I know you. I don't think anybody doesn't feel this exercise, unless you're like a gymnast. Okay. Man, I feel. Same time, I'm still trying to keep my back up against it. It's kind of like multitasking exercise. I'm good at multitasking. Here, the ADHD people are really good at multitasking. They can look at the squirrel, eat their yogurt, and do their stretching all at the same time. All right. Feeling that. Put this hand here like this. Helps me hold it. I guess it's kind of a cheat, but helps me. I'm holding it the whole time. That's tight. Okay, now we're going to go back for one more core exercise. This is for your side muscles here. Oh my gosh. Your obliques right here. Oh man. Lay on your side. I use my thing here to kind of rest my head. Sometimes when I do it, I'll be watching TV, watching a football game or something. I'm trying to keep on my kids so they don't kill each other. You're just going to Let me pull my camera so you can see my feet more than anything. You're gonna put your legs together and you're gonna go up. Keep your head down and you'll feel this right here. We'll strengthen this whole leg and these obliques, which is key for core strengthening. Do as many as you can. Hurts. I keep going a couple more. Turn over on the other side. Do the same thing. So it seems better. My legs start shaking. I know I'm getting tired. Okay, now we're going to do a strengthened exercise. Everybody knows pull-ups. We'll do some pull-ups. I think pull-ups and push-ups are probably the best exercise you can do for upper body strength. Dips too. Oh, one more thing I want to show you. If you have problems with your arms, like I do for mountain biking, braking on downhilling, this is a good one to do for your arms and your elbow. The same device. Get it right in there. Oh, it hurts. The key, it hurts. And this will loosen up all that tightness. All the way down that elbow. Same thing on the other side. Some people get on the top, right up here if they're mousing all day. So if you do this spot, whew, and you design or write or whatever you, computer program, whatever you do, word processor, whatever, it helps. My dog is still whining. All right, we're almost done here, Dixie. We're almost to the meditation. All right. Okay, now we're going to move over to the pull-ups. You really can do pull-ups anywhere if you can find a door jamb. I do them outside, on trees. I've done them on playgrounds with my kids when they're playing. But I have this pull-up bar I put in one place I could find in our bathroom. It's right up there. And I was doing 3 sets of 10. Just going to do one set for you, do others later. But this is a really good bar if you can find this one. You can do wide grip, close, you can do side, all of them. You basically just put it over the top. You can take it down. My wife could just get so annoyed when I lift it up because I forget. Make sure it's stable in there. Get your weight because you don't want that thing falling. And then when I do my pull-ups, I try to lift my knees up at the same time so I'm working on my core. Again, multitasking. So just lean down. I put my knees up the whole time I can. I'm almost hitting the ceiling. So, y'all can do more on those your own. Like I said, pull-ups are huge. Last thing we're going to do is push-ups. Another key thing for exercise, for keeping your upper body strength. almost to the meditation, which I'm looking forward to today. Everybody does do pull up the questions when you do them. Y'all remember Stripes? Bill Murray. I bet you can't do one push-up. This was Bill Murray. Anyway, I digress. So we're gonna push up, down, up. Keep your as flat as you can, as many as you can. Pushing myself, always have. Whew. All right, I'll do the rest later. Now on the meditation. Whew. I have no idea what the daily calm is today, which is kind of cool. But we're going to sit and do 10 minutes of meditation. It'll calm down our breathing for sure. And centers, it helps me a lot. Helps me get through all the crap in my life and make the good stuff even better. All right, so we're gonna sit in this position. I'm gonna put the camera up here so you can hear. Woman's name is Tamara Levitt, and she's this thing called the Daily Calm. You should get the app. So I'm gonna start it right now, and y'all can follow with me. I'm not your typical meditation person at all, but I've extremely seen the benefits in my life. All right. I barely can sit still, and I sit still for this gladly. All right. All right, daily calm. Here we go. The daily calm today is real connection. All right, let's see what that's about. All right, here we go. Put this in here.
Welcome to the Daily Calm. Today we'll be focusing on the importance of connection. Start by finding a comfortable position with a relaxed yet wakeful posture. Allow the spine to be tall. Settle in and close your eyes. Let your forehead be smooth. The lips soft and smiling. And take a few full, deep breaths to focus your attention on the area of your heart. Breathe mindfully into this area, seeing what's here. And hold whatever comes up with gentle, compassionate awareness. And then return your breath to normal, letting it be light and easy. Following the breath, feeling its flow, feeling its weight, its movement. Keep your mind concentrated on the breath as it enters your body and as it leaves your body. Watch it flow in and watch it flow out. And if the mind moves into thought, take a moment and pause, and gently return to the breath. Bring patience and non-judgment to your practice. It's not a contest. It's not a race. There's no right or wrong. We're simply bringing awareness to each moment. Follow the breath in a gentle way, noticing how each breath follows the other in a never-ending cycle and flow. And now, gently relax your attention. Today, I'd like to talk about the challenge of disconnection. Many of us go through periods where we don't feel connected to other people, even when we're surrounded by them. We might show the world a brave face at school or at work, but deep down, there's a feeling of disconnection. In some ways, the way we live in modern society makes it worse. Much of our interaction with other people is mediated by technology. Social media presents the allure of connection, but this is often an illusion. Reliance on social media can actually make us feel more disconnected than ever, leaving us longing for real human contact. Psychologists at the University of Pittsburgh did a study on the emotional effects of social media. What they found is the more time a young person spends on social media, the more likely they are to feel social isolation, loneliness, and envy. We're social creatures. We crave intimacy and need human contact on a deep level. So to resolve this isolation, a helpful tool is to bring mindfulness to our feelings of disconnection. When we become more aware of when and why we feel lonely, we might realize that what appears to connect us is actually creating a divide. Sometimes going to a packed party isn't what we need. Rather, we need one-on-one time with a close friend. Sometimes sitting on social media isn't fulfilling, so we want to pick up the phone and have a real conversation with a loved one. As Kristen Armstrong said, real connection and intimacy is like a meal, not a sugar fix. So make the time for human connection. There are few things as nourishing as an intimate conversation with another soul. As we approach the end of the session, bring your attention back to the room. Wiggle your fingers and toes, and when you're ready, open your eyes. I hope you enjoyed today's Daily Calm. Have a great day, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.
I never know what I'm going to get on that Daily Calm. Same as you, a surprise to me. What a good message. Ironically, as I'm posting this on social media, that we feel more isolated when we get on social media, which is counterintuitive in what you think. But I see that in my own life. That's why I try to get out in the world way more than I'm on social media, where there's hugging or just talking to people on the street or people coming to my gallery. I encourage you to do the same. I have a friend who's really addicted to social media. Posts hundreds of posts every day, and he says he feels lonely, depressed, isolated, and I tell him all the time that it's because he's on social media. He goes, well, that's where I go and talk to people. I'm like, you're really not getting that social connection. It's making you feel worse. And I thought that was the case, and Tamara Levitt is actually confirmed that idea and that research. I can't remember the university that did it. Has made it true too, that it seems. So I hope you have a great day. Until tomorrow, rise and shine, y'all. One love.